I'm in character.
The YouTubes is now running. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Stories from the Smoke Room Locking.
Meet more.
Tonight's locking all goes back to a couple of weeks ago, I believe it was, when Hannah let slip that she'd been offered some work reading out some erotic fiction.
Yeah.
That's basically the jumping off point for tonight. We're going to get Hannah in her erotic fiction voice to say different things for our own amusement.
Welcome to the fetish hour.
People normally get paid for this.
So,
Just put this on your show reel.
I will not.
This is a proper scientific experiment.
Yeah.
So we need a baseline, Hannah. We need a baseline. So you need to read in your erotic fiction voice some erotic fiction.
Yeah.
Which makes sense.
Yeah. So, well, the ones that I found are actually not as good as the ones that Adam sent me, which are along the same line. So I might just read those.
Do what you want, mate.
They're basically the winners of the Bad Sex Awards. I think the Guardian runs.
It's the Guardian because they have literally nothing else to do.
No news is happening. So
I'm really looking forward to the 2020 Bad Sex Awards. I'm really looking forward to it.
Sad, lonely paragraphs about being by yourself.
It's just like 8 hours of description about someone having a teary wank.
He brought up the picture on his
teary
phone.
wank.
I'll Google it. Frank Skinner's. No.
Adam, shall I read these in the order that you sent them?
Yeah, well, are we going to
Skinner's
start?
teary
Are we
wank.
going to do? Are we going to do? This is a new show on Dave. Are we going to do actually some like you read an actual bit of
You want
naughty,
proper?
a bit of dirty.
Bit of
And
I
then
haven't got terrible examples of that.
and then we find you reading terrible examples, and then try and see if you can make completely unsexy media sound sexy.
So it's like a proper.
Okay.
So we like take you through the. She can make sexy sound sexy. That's fine. Let's rank up the experiments. She's making weird stuff sound odd, and she's making the phone book erotic.
Okay, I could read you a bit of the job I did the other day that got rejected because it was too sexy.
I mean, that's what got us here in the first place.
Okay.
The
I've got
horrors. The horrors.
So this is an actual job that I have actually been paid to do. So I won't read a lot of it because it's not come out yet.
So this is a world exclusive.
Yeah, this is the trailer.
This is probably illegal. I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll never know. It's fine.
I'll tell her.
No! Okay, let me find it. So basically, they sent me the script and were like, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, yeah. And I recorded it and sent it off. And then they came back and they were like...
What an amazing set of emails. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah. Yeah.
When they emailed you back, they go, we wanted you to actually record the script. You've just gone blah, 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 blah.
They were like, so you obviously had fun with that.
That's the worst thing any director's ever said.
That's like when the people. That's like when the people who write film reviews go. The cast had a lot of fun.
Yeah, the cast were having a great time.
They clearly enjoyed their business.
But only people. So yeah, it's a piece of short fiction. Do you want context? It's like a retelling of Dracula from Lucy's point of view.
So this is actually like a real bit of
This is real.
So
I've been paid
we all need
narrate
to
this.
assume our critic pose.
Critic pose, please. Yeah. Nice. I feel criticized. Good. So basically, I had to re-record the whole thing because they said it was too erotic, and
how can you be too erotic for erotic fiction?
I don't know. They were like, oh, by the way, she's only supposed to be like 19 years old, and I was like, well, you could have mentioned that.
But this wasn't meant to be erotic.
No, it's supposed to be sort of slightly kind of sinister, maybe,
Sort of
like
erotic to a point.
because it's Dracula, so it's like, you know, atmospheric. But I went to town on it because I was like, well, vampires are sexy.
Well, I mean, there is a very good argument for saying that Dracula's actually a gay parable.
You know,
Bram Stoker was gay, and when you look at it from that point of view, it's and all the kind of gothic kind of stuff was because sex was all like pushed away and not thought about, and
shut your eyes and
and that's what all this was about, wasn't it? It's all about shagging.
Yeah, so I was like, vampires are sexy. This is sexy, and I really went to town on it, and that's not what they wanted.
So are you going to do what they didn't want?
Yeah.
Yeah, brilliant. Let's
My
go.
version. The true version, if you will, that no one else will ever hear because it's been rejected, and I had to re-record it in like a better voice.
DVD extra. While this has been going on, H has been learning how to clip a thing on Twitch. So get ready on the clip button. I think something's coming up now.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm working out how much of this I need to read to you.
Have you started?
No.
I was going to say
This is my normal voice.
That wasn't very erotic. I'm going to take my jumper off.
Okay.
He knows it's gonna be hot.
I've got to not laugh.
It's all right. I've got a fan ready just in case.
I'm putting this Word document over your face, Steph, or I'm not going to be able to get through it.
That's the digital version of a paper bag. Oh, I'm really sorry, Steph. I actually really respect you as a person. Don't hurt me.
I can't see her face. Is it
I
sad?
respect you as a person. I just think that you're ugly. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, but I can still respect you.
Because I know I'll laugh if I look in your eyes. Right.
Maybe you'll say
Have you heard that? Steph, have you ever heard that from a sexual partner before? I'll laugh if I look into your eyes.
I mean,
I'm just moving this out the way so I can look you in the eye and say, I love you and I'm sorry. Okay, there we go.
Seriously, this is art, Hannah. This is art! Stop fucking about and make some art.
You trained for this moment.
Oh, God.
You spent so much money for your degrees. Come on.
Oh, I've got 2 degrees. Ah.
And an A-level in photography.
Hannah, think about your A-level in photography. You can do this.
Come on, Hannah. Be erotic. That's not eroticism.
Come on.
How many times do you yell that to partner?
Be erotic!
Be erotic!
We're never getting through this.
What is my neighbours thinking at the minute?
Oh, okay. I'll read it from the beginning up to the point where they said that I had purposefully paused in the wrong place to make it sound more sexy, and you can make your own judgment as to whether that is what I did. Okay.
Be erotic.
I do not remember dying, yet I must have. I remember kissing Arthur and bidding our friend the doctor to guard him, and then all was darkness. I balk at the memory now. Arthur was a pathetic human. I recall stupidly asking the doctor to give me peace, but in this strange half-life, I sense no peace, and nor do I want it. My eyes snap open, but I see nothing. I understand I must wait, but there is a terrible hunger gnawing at my stomach, and a thirst I cannot describe. I reach out my hand and touch something hard and cold. above me.
Thank you, Hannah.
Steph,
Oh God.
Steph, I just enjoyed seeing Steph slowly retract into her jump book.
That was the bit where they were like, so you've put a pause between hard and cold, and it doesn't read, it kind of just reads a bit much. I got even more into it as it went along. There's this whole bit about where she describes meeting Dracula in the moonlight and getting it on.
And then I met Dracula, and he put it up my wrongen.
Yeah, and at the end it ends with, and pour it up me wrongin'. And now I'm dead.
It says in brackets, very northern.
Oh, dear me.
I suddenly went northern on the last sentence. Why was that?
All erotic fiction should now end with the sentence, and he put it on me wrongen.
Put it on me wrong.
So that's your erotic fiction voice, Hannah. We're all very moist after hearing that. So,
I covered your faces up because I knew I wouldn't be able to get through it otherwise, but all I could hear was just like...
I'm not going to pretend giggling wasn't occurring.
No, I knew I could hear it. I could hear all of it.
We were all doing so well until Dave lost it and then just bellowed.
It's like, I can't look you in the eye because I won't be able to do it.
I sort of feel like that voice belonged in a lot of like spoken word nights.
Oh God, yeah. They'd be a damn sight better than they usually are.
I need to write some poems, but like I want to do it in a character that's like a goth poet who comes in like the moonlight, the stars, my soul, they die.
Right, I have heard people do worse poems than that.
Oh my God, I might do that. That'd be funny.
Yes, I do love it when people take the piss out the form because. Particularly something like poetry, people take it so seriously. Anyway, we've got some things for you to read out. Who wants to go first?
Well, Hannah.
No, you're all just looking at me. Go on.
I thought Adam was going to go, but so he went, well, Hannah.
Well, we've set them to Hannah to read, so she goes first.
Yeah, well, which thing shall I read first?
Should we go for the? We'll continue with the actual erotic fiction, and we'll just go to
the
bad
bad
erotic
fiction.
fiction.
Okay.
Okay, bad.
Shall I read all of these? I've got 3. Shall I read all of them?
Yeah.
Which is the worst.
Oh, they're all bad.
They're all terrible.
Do I need the fan on again? Go on.
This is the worst one, I think. Shall I tell you the title of it so you can look it up afterwards if you want to read the whole book?
Oh, yes,
Oh,
definitely.
yeah.
It's from the book Scoundrels, The Hunt for Handsclap by Major Victor Cornwall and Major Arthur St. John Trevelyan.
You just know that he's some 40-year-old guy in a basement who's never seen a woman before outside of his computer screen.
Or a man, because we don't judge.
We don't judge.
Apart from the fact that his pulling down is probably very weak.
When I was searching for these, it made a point of being like the winner from the all-male shortlist. Well,
If you do want to spend like an afternoon laughing at how shit the world is, just go Google bad female anatomy memes. Men trying to write women, or is just amazing, or men trying to comment on women's things.
There's a whole Twitter. There's a whole
But
Twitter
you said
account.
women's things. You should be in that category.
Go on, Mike.
There's a whole Twitter account that's just dedicated to like men writing women really badly. People post like passages, paragraphs of
And she
really
moves down the stairs boobily.
Restily.
Is this your dating profiles, you two? Is this what you get?
Yeah.
That's my bio. I walk
I have
everywhere.
a really
bubbly.
weird message on it. That's for a different lock-in. Okay, I'll read you this. This one didn't even win. This was a runner-up somehow, right?
Hold on, we're influencers now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we are, yeah.
So if this goes rocketing up the charts next week,
Yeah,
It's all
that's
down
it.
to us.
If this goes rocking up the charts, I think we all need to bath in bleach and apologise to Jesus.
I'm dropped in.
Sorry, I'm disrupting the
Hannah, you can't do eroticism when you're laughing.
It's
Come
just
on.
I keep reading the first bit.
Get it together. There's one thing I am very aware of is you can't be erotic while laughing.
Right, yeah.
I'm trying really hard not to look at the camera because if
Don't look
No.
at me.
I know what's about to happen and I don't want to be involved.
Name your sex tape. Right.
Oh no!
No.
No!
Empty my tanks. I begged breathlessly. As once more she began drawing me deep inside her pleasure cave. Her vaginal ratchet moved in concertina-like waves, slowly chugging my organ as a boa constrictor swallows its prey. Soon, I was locked in, balls deep, ready to be ground down by the enameled pepper mill within her.
He has never had sex. He's never done it.
In a
He doesn't
woman.
know how it works. That was a guess.
Oh, God.
Enameled pepper mill.
Every line of
Within
that
her.
is just brilliant.
Every choice is the right level of wrong.
Right.
Pleasure cave is the worst bit, and then you're like,
Pleasure
oh
cave,
no,
yeah.
boa constrictor. Oh no, the pepper mill.
Pleasure cave.
I think I need a word with my school nurse tomorrow because I'm pretty sure I don't have a pepper mill. Like, and I don't know whether that's like I need to see a doctor because I'm missing one, or
Oh,
like,
a him
Wow.
problem.
or he needs to see one because the woman he slept with did.
A pleasure cave?
I mean, that's what I'm calling mine from now on.
I was
Fair?
once,
Okay.
I was once involved in a little like jumble sale type thing, and I was on the bookstore, and I was there with someone else.
Is
and-
this a euphemism?
No. And we decided
Okay.
to
All
pass.
involved in a jumble style, Dave.
We decided to pass the time by reading the Mills and Boon books that were on the stall.
Oh my god.
And the one I can remember, which was absolutely wonderful, was "You Have the Grandest Thighs."
Grand.
My like
You have the
like the
grandest
buttresses of
thighs.
an old cathedral.
H has just put, I think I'm going to need a stronger drink for this.
Oh, I really do. It only gets worse from here.
Oh, wow. It gets worse than
Read on,
Pleasure
read
Cave.
on, read on, read on.
Okay. Should I don't know whether
Is this
all
the
of these
same narrative?
Yeah, is this the same one?
No, these are from different
Right, okay.
books, different nominees for the same
Who writes
award.
Pleasure Cave and goes, yep, that's what I need.
Nailed it.
That'll do.
Got
And
that.
You know what this
Well-
story needs? An enamelled pepper mill.
Hell.
Well, we know exactly who wrote it. It was Major Victor Cornwall and Major Arthur St. John's Trevelyan.
I'm
Yeah.
assuming,
Simple.
are these like self-published?
I don't know. I know. I think some of them are like proper because people have won the award. Like Giles Corrins won it, and like other people.
Morrissey won it a couple of years back.
Oh, the Morrissey one is bad.
Morrissey won it because Morrissey has no idea how lesbians work.
It literally, there's something about like barrel rolling breasts or something. Like, yeah. It's horrible.
You know what
Can you
happens
clip
then?
that? Can you clip that, please?
These books have got editors.
Yeah. This gets
Oh my
through.
God.
Yeah, but there's got to be a point where, as an editor, you're going, I cannot make that better.
The editor
In
probably
that
went,
case, then,
we can win an award.
surely
here."
you go, that's the case then, surely you go, nah, mate. Sorry.
And I think, like, if you got
Sorry, the what?
nominated for that award, you would have to take it in good faith and be like, oh, yeah, ha, ha, ha. Some people get really like, well, if you don't understand what good fiction is, then I can't help you. And it's like, well, come on, dude. Peppy, no.
You use the phrase pleasure cave.
Pleasure cave. Okay. Let's do this one. It's quite long. That's not part of it. Nearly every cyclist carries a weapon on his machine, which, under many circumstances, he may use with great effect. A strong, long, heavy metal pump offers.
Stop laughing, Hannah. Take it seriously. Stop laughing. Stop laughing.
I think I skipped ahead. Was this the wrong thing that I'm reading?
Yeah, I mean, you're not reading porn at all. You're now reading a section from Baritsu.
I was just scrolling down, and I scrolled too far.
The start of that is so twee. It's like the John Lewis Christmas advert of erotic fiction.
Okay, I
mean, the rest of that statement is perfect for later.
So, were you reading the wrong thing?
Yes. Because I scrolled too far and I got overexcited.
Right, concentrate, Hannah. Come on.
Okay, this is from the Doubter's Almanac by Ethan Kanin. Right? Is that the right one?
Yes.
Kanin.
I don't know if I've said that right. The act itself was fervent. Like a brisk tennis game or a summer track meet. Something performed in daylight between competitors. The cheap mattress bounced. She liked to do it more than once, and he was usually able to comply. Bourbon was his gasoline. Between sessions, he poured it at the counter while she lay panting on the sheets. Sweat burnished her body. The lean neck, the surprisingly full breasts. He would down another glass. Surprising. And return. There you go, that's that one.
Well, I'm sorry, but to be honest, I stopped listening when they said that only tennis matches could take place in the day.
Get me out of it.
Have they not heard of floodlights?
Yeah.
I'm just enjoying the image of him like now.
Oh, Adam just.
Now let's take off that bra. Oh God, they're so surprising. Oh.
Oh, these breasts! That's what I'm like every day. Oh! Okay.
Okay, yeah, go on.
Well, what do you want? Another bad sex award one?
So yeah, we'll have one more bad sex award, and then we've got some other things.
Oh yeah, okay. So this is from The Destroyers by Christopher Bollen.
He's got quite a sexy name, hasn't he? Bollen.
Yeah. She covers her breasts with her swimsuit. The rest of her remains so delectably exposed. The skin along her arms and shoulders are different shades of tan, like water stains in a bathtub. Her face and vagina are competing for my attention. So I glance down at the billiard rack of my penis and testicle.
And testicle?
Testicles.
Oh, sorry, I thought you said testicle. I was like, well, that was a plot turn I wasn't expecting.
Billiard rack. I was like, that one's going in.
Her face and her vagina was
That's what she said.
competing for my attention.
like one shouting, "Look at me," and
the other one's doing.
"Look at me."
Yeah, no. The face is shouting, "Look at me." The vagina's doing card tricks.
And he looks down and he's like, which of these cubes and balls do I need for this task?
So my question was, like,
Steph,
the first thing that confused me.
Before you say what you're going to say, Steph, can I just say what cracked me up was you trying to work out.
How is it? How is that out? And which position?
I was crying at you, going.
Because how do you wear a bathing suit that covers your hair, but like,
what? I mean, what is out? The
your
back?
ninny's out. What the?
What is it? The collarbone?
What?
Like,
What? I think it sounds like it's been written by. So I had a friend who was in the closet forever, but we all knew he was gay. And when we used to go out on club nights, you'd look at you'd go out and be like, look at that girl over there. I bet she's got a hot vagina. And you're like, no straight man has ever said that. No one has ever been distracted by someone's vagina, unless you're like in a drive-through and you see it in another window. You're like, what the fuck? I was expected. Surely it's the stereotype of face, boobs, butt, and legs. You never go, no, I'm going to look face, spread them. Thank you. No one's ever done that.
Oh, they feel a bit sick.
Oh.
it was
And
just
rightly so.
I still. That's gonna keep me away.
Like, how are the boobs covered and everything else not?
Like, has she not got the swimsuit on and she's just laid it here?
She's just holding it.
Like, don't look at me. But the only thing she's covered is the two things that would be okay to be on show. Out of everything, she's gone, no, don't look at my boobies. My vagina is fine. Look at that. But, like, don't look at my boobies.
To be fair, her vagina was doing card tricks, so...
Well, yeah, maybe she couldn't put a swimsuit over it because the cards couldn't get out. I don't know.
And also, the bit that confused me about that was sort of
what, one bit confused you?
Well, like, but the bit out of all of them where he pointed out the different shades of tan. Like,
yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Like, there must be a lot of shade.
Where, she must have like worn several different sleeve lengths.
Yeah.
It was also the use of the simile of like the water stains in a bath. It just
grim.
It's not not
a complimentary
your fucking bath. Yeah.
She looked like grime.
That means this person.
She looked like
This person has looked at a naked woman, probably on a computer screen, and gone, that reminds me of like the scum in the bath.
Clean me bath.
Yeah.
Better get this bit back out.
Add Domestos to shopping.
Wow.
The lime scale in the washer.
I'm so confused.
Yeah.
I still can't work out how she's wearing the bathing suit.
Yeah, I would have been
like. It is. I think it's a normal cozy, but it's just a bit tight, and the tightness is distracting him.
So she's got camel toe. But now
she's got a camel toe, and she's got grimy arms.
Grimy arms, camel toe.
Dexty, what?
Can you clip that, please?
But now, like,
she's got a camel toe and grimy arms.
A foof's doing card tricks. Now I've got like a vision of like someone's foof being like a cash gun. It's just going like cards. You press their belly button and they just shoot out. Yeah.
All I'm gonna say, there was that magician called Ricky Jay who could throw a playing card and like it would stick in wood. That's all I'm gonna say.
Imagine what she can do.
Yeah.
Be like a weird sticky Vicky.
she could kill him.
Yeah, I was
Oh,
at this
dear.
sort of freak show thing once, and I saw. No, I'm not going to tell that story.
Like,
You are.
Was it to the
found
pin
it from
pop?
the X-Men would have had a totally different meaning if it was her.
Yeah.
My mate mine went to Circus of Horrors, and there's the one
show.
woman who had that she's got a metal plate in her crotch, and she puts an angle grinder to the crotch.
Oh
and all the
yeah.
sparks come off.
Yeah. Sparks come off.
But apparently, she's got all wounds on the inside of her leg, where it's like
Wow.
slipped and yeah.
Burnt you and stuff. Yeah.
There's the guy as
I'm-
well from
because
Circus of Horrors who swallows the full black light,
Oh my god.
and he swallows a full black light bulb. But there's, I don't know how true the story is, but apparently on stage it shattered inside of him while he'd swallowed it, and so like he had to be rushed to hospital because he was like
Holy crap.
cut inside. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but then was back going, I have learned no lessons from this.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he used to swallow the
I
black
know
light
they
and
had-
they'd turn all the lights down and his insides would just glow and it was amazing.
They
That's
had the
as
dwarf
well, eh?
as well,
I mean-
who superglued. They had the,
I mean,
the
all
dwarf
that-
who
all
superglued
that
his
would-
knob to the nozzle of a Henry Hoover.
I mean, why wouldn't you?
I
Scottish
remember a
dwarf, so
show
it makes
that
sense.
like in the similar vein as that in Edinburgh, and they had a woman who she got like a big canvas, like sort of A2 or A1 canvas, and got someone in the audience to hold it, and she squirted paint out of herself onto the canvas, so it went like, and then the guy got to take it home as a special gift. It was like
This
that was
part
a party
comes with a
trick. It was
potential
like a
yeast
kind of
infection.
paint.
Yeah.
And then she could shoot it out at great speed.
Her
As long
pelvic
as you didn't
floor
hang it
must
above
be
the radiator
amazing.
and it doesn't start smelling like fish.
Mikey.
What was that?
Say it again, Mikey. Go on. Go on.
I said her pelvic floor must be amazing.
Yeah, it really must though.
How do you
Yeah.
discover you can do
One
that?
of the queef.
I'm not even.
No, I think she was married to the
Not
guy who
even-
owned the circus, so I suppose you're around circus types and you're like, what could I do? I know.
Yeah, but how does that come up in conversation? What could you do, love, in circus? I don't know, give us that funnel and bend over. We're gonna make some art.
Can we try juggling first? No. I've got the
No,
funnel.
I'm
I've got
in
the
there
paint.
for quite a while as well, like because she's
Just bend down, head between your knees, and think of England.
I'd love the idea if one night they just came off stage and just went, should we not have just done a podcast?
Do you think
nowadays.
that
To be fair,
sometimes?
this was like more than 10 years ago, so nowadays, yeah.
Do you think that
You could
sometimes?
afterwards use like a potato print.
Do you think that sometimes she
Sit on the
squirts?
canvas.
She squirts paint on the canvas, and it looks so good. She doesn't want to give it away.
Maybe
You know what I mean?
Like,
Because
gives
it's
herself a
so-
little pat and tells her it's not well done.
they did a publicity stunt for it where they got Kate Copstick, the critic for The Scotsman, who used to be on kids' TV and stuff. They got her to go in there, and she volunteered for it, and the woman squirted paint onto Kate Copstick's face, and
No,
then
I
took
get
like
that.
promo pictures of it.
I'll be honest. I've
It's
wanted to do
tough.
that to critics.
Right? She gave me
I
a
mean,
2 review once, so-
Yeah, 3 stars.
I mean,
I'll show you.
that sounds like absolute arts council fodder. Love it.
Anyway, we're not here
Anyway,
to talk about people squirting paint from their
no,
vagina.
we're not here for that.
That's next week.
Oh, that would be ridiculous.
Gotta have time to practice. Okay.
I'll juggle.
Okay.
Um,
What are we
what
doing?
are we going to do next? What?
Shall I send
What-
you mine?
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
go on. Which one are you sending,
Right.
Steph? Because you had a couple.
Oh no, it's all the same thing.
No, 'cause you also had the phrases, didn't you?
Oh no! We're gonna send the
book.
The book first. Yeah, if I can find.
Shall I read this one that Adam sent me, which is a famous book, which now I've read it sounds awful?
Yes.
Yes.
We'll do that while Steph's sending it.
Oh, it's sending.
In a hole in the ground, there lived a hobbit. Not a nasty,
Can I just say,
dirty, wet hole, filled with the ends of worms and an oozy smell. Nor yet a dry, bare, sandy hole, with nothing in it to sit down on or to eat. It was a hobbit hole, and that means comfort. I just ruined my childhood.
Oh God! I'll tell you what. If you do the audio book, I might fucking listen to it.
So, just there's a bit of a technical issue with the way that's written. Like, is there nothing in that hole or sand? Because it can't be either or.
I think the problem with J.R.R. Tolkien is he takes himself as seriously as the people who read his fucking books.
No, he doesn't know. The Hobbit's written as a kid's book.
Yeah, it's meant to be jolly kids.
Also, J.R.R. Tolkien's full name is Jolkin Rolkin Tolkien.
There is that, of course. There is that.
I had a dream about Lord of the Rings. I was joking in my sleep.
Say that again.
Oh my God.
Say that again. I think I heard.
Sounding amazing.
Have you not heard that one before?
I think I know what you said.
I have, but it's perfect.
You broke up this end. What was it?
I had a dream about Lord of the Rings. I was talking in my sleep.
Yes.
Oh God!
Woo! Yeah!
Adam, don't encourage him.
Okay.
Have you got Steph's?
I've got Steph's. Do you want me to read this one?
I'm so excited.
I'm actually scared.
Exercising your pussy.
I'm out. I'm done.
Hi, Clem Fandango here. Can you hear me?
Can you hear me, Clem Fandango?
Yeah. Can you?
I can hear Clem Fandango.
I felt that you lost character as you said the word pussy.
Okay.
Could you?
I'll do it again.
Could you go again? Thank you.
Yeah, well, I'll go again. Yeah.
Come on, folks. Come on. This is serious. Come on.
Oh,
Come
2 degrees. Exercising your pussy. A few regimens. 1. Running your pussy ragged. You may not want to run yourself ragged while you are running your pussy ragged. Running may disagree with you. Tie your pussy to the crosstown bus. That ought to get the job done. 2. Limbering up your pussy. Before you exercise your pussy, you will probably want to limber it up. Don't.
I am better than this. I will not laugh at this. I am better than this.
You're not.
You're fucking not. There is nothing more difficult to catch than a limber pussy. Number 3. Stretching your pussy. Stretch your pussy instead of limbering it up. You can do it by hand or by utilising a mechanical device.
Whatever seems to work best. A stretched pussy is a loose pussy. A loose pussy is a relaxed pussy. A relaxed pussy is a healthy pussy. Except when it is flabby. Number 4. Making your pussy muscular. You can make your pussy muscular if you want by making it do sit-ups, push-ups, jumping jacks, deep knee bends, toe raises, and running in place. To say nothing of pumping friskies. But you might be interested to know that they took a poll once to find out what people hate most. And do you know what finished? Right behind getting old and chewing aluminium? Muscular pussies. That's the end. 2 degrees.
I think we all handled ourselves with a lot of grace and dignity then.
I appreciate Dave's diving for cover.
I just put in the chat, you sound like the woman who does the voiceovers on MasterChef.
That's one of the only
India Fisher.
I can do. I can only do
I was thinking that the whole way through. I was thinking that India Fisher. She also plays
a frothy soup.
I don't know the names of things.
No.
She also plays one of my favourite Doctor Who characters in Charlie Pollard. Carry on.
The phrase you want
I know her
is
face, but I can't remember her name.
the phrase you want is P-phone.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Charlie
And
is making a
jus.
pee-phone jus. Tiny.
India Fisher is her name.
India Fisher is my name. Lamb.
I don't know the name of the food.
Lamb.
I used to now say the names of meat rather than just lamb,
Beef.
donkey.
Shall we go with that suggestion I made to you, Steph?
Do you want to give Hannah the test?
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
Right. So how do you want to do this? I was just about to send her the link, or should we ask her what they're for?
I mean, I'll leave it up to you.
Okay. I'll tell you what we've got, Hannah. Right.
Okay.
We have got the Black Country alphabet.
I'd be scared.
Oh my God. Okay.
So, for instance, A is for
Apple.
we don't say that in the Black Country, do we? We don't say apple.
Apple. You say.
They haven't got fruit.
We say apple.
Apple. Wait, I need to get into it. Dive Pete.
You can't do Black Country sexy. That is impossible.
Why
Oh,
not?
do it. You gotta do it.
Go on, you're a middle-aged matron behind a bar in a pub that she owns.
In
my head. That's all Black Country sexy is.
In your sexy
In fact, read
voice.
one of the dirty stories in a Black Country accent. Let's see how it works.
Oh, God.
Okay.
Oh God, no.
What? Read one of the. Okay. What have I got? What? Read one of the bad ones, the Peppermill one.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah. Read the Peppermill one in a Black Country
Okay, but I
accent.
want to apologise in advance because you know I can't do this accent because you've heard me try.
Are you going to start off by saying my name every time?
Dive Pete.
Yeah.
Get your hands out your pockets. Okay. Right. I'm a Poet Laureate of Moseley. Right. Dive pit. Empty my tanks, I begged breathlessly, as once more she began drawing me deep inside her pleasure cave. Her vaginal ratchet moved in concertina-like waves, slowly chugging my organ as a boa constrictor swallows its prey. Soon, I was locked in, balls deep, ready to be ground down by the enamelled peppermill within her.
Oh God, it's a fucking beautiful accent, isn't it?
I love it.
You can't
We've got the best accent.
Oh, really?
You know, halfway through, we should look up. Halfway through, we should look up and go, "Good odd cock, you're having fun."
Yeah, I was having fun.
If this is good for you, how is it good for me, Bab?
Yeah, good odd.
Like a
Great.
Busted.
I'm having a busting time.
That one, I feel
Christ.
that version gives the
God,
word
goodness.
ratchet, like in a completely new way. Ratchet.
Dive pits. Ratchet.
No, let's not talk
know when you
about Dave
say
Pitt. Ratchet.
Ratchet.
I love the fact that if you ever have to teach people to do accents, that
I'll be like, dive pit.
there'll be long after I'm dead. There'll be all these middle class people from like
all of these students from like training establishments.
Dive pit.
They're all like, who was this Dave? We don't know. It's one of those names you say, like Peggy Babcock. You know about Peggy Babcock? It's a vocal warm-up.
It's like the Sweet Fanny Adams as well, Sweet FA.
What?
Everyone's like, "Oh, Sweet Fanny Adams, that's the kind of fun name." And you look her up and it's like a young girl who murdered people with an axe. You're like, "Oh, cool," but that's the same now for some reason. Okay, bye. Bye. Bye.
Sorry, Fanny.
Okay, bye. Is that another one of your titles of the story?
Sorry, Fanny.
The Sorry Fanny.
Sorry, Fanny.
So do you want to do some more in Black Country Accent, or do you want to try?
Yeah, love it.
Do you want to?
Ready, I'm warmed up now.
In fact, there you go. Give us some of the phrases, Steph.
You want me to do the phrases, right? Why do I keep doing the accent?
It's our accent.
Yeah, I'm like
Every
proper
week.
golden proper
So-
wolves and chicks.
Hannah,
Every week.
Yes.
yeah, every week you do this. Every time
Every
Hannah
week.
goes into
Hannah
the
says,
accent. Yeah.
dive pit, and I go, dive pit. Fucking knob. Right.
As
Yeah, but Babcock. I'm good.
as a born and bred Black Country
Why
lad,
didn't it?
my
Right.
favourite Black Country phrase is "Them bye windows by
I'm
they."
on the dole. Oh,
And I still don't
I
know what
wasn't
it
sure
means.
what it was.
And bye windows at that.
Then bye win.
Them
What is it?
Them bye windows by they.
Then bye windows by they.
There you go.
Bye windows by they. Bye. What does it mean then? What
You seem to get further north as that went on.
Oh, you bastard. Them bare windows.
No,
You bastard.
Yeah.
You absolute bastard. Hang on, can Fred Dibner do it? Oh, Fred. Because I was hunting for mushrooms on Saturday. Because that's my life. I just kept going, oh, grand. When I were tiny wee steeplejack lads, grand.
I thought you were going to break out with,
wank-
cheese, grommet.
Lancashire,
Did you like that?
Wensleydale,
I love Fred.
cheese.
Them by bay windows by they means they are not bay windows, are they? Them by
windows.
By
they. So them bay, those aren't
bay windows.
Bay windows.
Bay windows.
Aren't they? By they.
By they.
There you go.
Aren't they?
I have a character
Those
from
aren't
Birmingham
bay
in my
windows.
books.
Right, can you
And-
not hold on? We're just talking about Black Country, and then all of a sudden you've gone to Birmingham.
No, but this is what I'm saying. I can't do a Birmingham accent. So I've given him this Black Country accent, but like really exaggerated and terrible. But no one's complained yet, so I've just carried on.
Yeah, it's probably because you haven't
Just
done
go Dudley, because everyone thinks that's the same accent.
Yeah.
Dudley, right? To buy, Dudley.
How do we look?
Because it's Birmingham.
I love you, right?
Right?
I love you, right?
Yeah.
But not every person from the Black Country has a cold.
I know, but that's it. I can't
You say
recall
that,
what it is.
I've-
When I do the accent, I'm doing the voice of my brother's old rugby coach. So, like, if I don't say like Dave Pitt, my old one before I had that was
What?
James Perwis, get your hands out your pockets. Like that's why it's like I'm doing an impression of this man that I used to know rather than trying to actually do the accent in my, because it's quite a hard one to keep in.
You see, there is a thing about the Black
Is that
Country.
another line from one of your sexy things?
Get your hands out your pockets and put them round my neck.
And did this rugby coach very often say Dave Pitt?
No, and unfortunately, I wish he did.
I just need the ego boost.
Yeah.
Damn it.
I
Get
just
it
put. I love hearing the Ucks. People used to get into accents. There's
Yeah,
a great
got loads.
bit in one of the Tom Sharp books where one of the characters has to pretend to be Irish.
Oh my god.
And the first word out of this person's house while trying to be Irish is bejesus. And I'm like, yeah.
That's how you get into the Welsh accent as well. Like I have two phrases. It's either poppity ping or because that's beautiful. Or it's a cracking and a
Welsh.
popping
It's not
in there.
Yeah, or whose coat is that jacket?
Like, and the two just go.
or now I like to just go
Oh, better break.
Dear
and
me.
then you're in it. Oh, then make it
Mine's normally, it's lovely. That's mine.
Lovely.
Lovely.
Proper
Yeah.
lush, innit?
Yes,
You
lush.
know what? Live in the north of Wales. Absolutely lovely. Absolutely lovely. Proper lovely. Very breathy. Very breathy.
Get into Irish now. I'd say Saoirse Ronan. Like, I'm just like
Watching everyone
I am
else,
Saoirse Ronan.
it's becoming abundantly clear why I didn't get into drama school.
It's not really.
Ableism.
I can't really do it.
They don't
I went to
want
Wolves. Don't
accents
get too overwhelmed about it.
Yeah, they want you
And
to
then
do like.
my other
your own-
Welsh ones are Toby Falatau, Alan
Yeah.
Wynne Jones.
Yeah,
You know.
total PayPal. Yeah.
But
Toby Falatau. Toby.
have you all seen The Death of Stalin, the film?
No.
Yes.
No.
Okay.
Beautiful film.
I know of it.
Perfect film. Mwah.
So,
Mwah.
you have
Mwah.
Steve-
Rosettes for all.
Yeah, you have Steve Buscemi, you have Paul Whitehouse.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? And all these people speak with their own voice. They don't try
Right.
and put on a Russian accent. And Mando Iannucci said that's because in Russia is so big. If you're
Yeah.
Russian, there's all these different accents.
That makes
Whereas
sense.
if we did it, we just do the generic Russian accent.
Like,
so
yeah.
they'd all sound the same, which isn't true.
Yeah.
And
That's
I
so
think
true.
that's the problem. Like when you do, whenever anyone tries to do a Black Country accent, but I always say,
Yeah.
no one can do a Black Country accent. But I bet you if I was Liverpudlian, I'd be saying no one could do a Scouse accent.
Yeah.
Because
I mean, no one else
Especially
tries to do
Scouse-
an accent, so we're okay.
You just go for the stereotype.
Especially you go like Scouse, you go like Scouse, you go, there's proper like, all right, me's funny Scouse. You go, my mate's from the Wirral, but he's like, I'm Scouse. What are you talking about? and all that. The only
Yeah,
character
like
in Death of
movie,
Stalin that
like-
didn't do their accent
Like
was
lower.
Jason Isaacs doing Marshal Zhukov, because he was like, Zhukov takes no shit. So he went, I'm going to be a Yorkshireman, because no Yorkshireman has ever taken shit from anyone.
Mm.
It's when he says, I'm going to go to the buffet to represent the Red Army.
Right. Got to go to represent the Red Army and buffet.
Right, you've got some more Black Country phrases.
Right, come on then.
Right, Anna.
I'm right.
How
I'm
am I,
ready. I'm all right. Say it
All
again.
right, I'm your cocker.
You're all right, Bab.
I'm all right.
Oh, you all right, Bab?
I'm all
Right.
right, Bab. I'm all right.
Steph, it's your accent.
I don't know why I keep doing
I love it. Do it more.
Yeah, my Babs.
I like it.
Right then, Bab.
Yeah.
It's your accent,
You're right,
Steph.
cocker. You're right.
Steph, stop doing the accent.
I'm all right, Steph. Steph, I'm all right. Yeah, I'm having a bit of an identity crisis, Steph. There,
Right
have
then.
You're
The
pandering
first
to a stereotype.
phrases.
Steph, you're pandering to a stereotype. Stop it.
No, leave her alone. She loves it.
Oh, love it. Love it.
it.
Right.
She loves it, doesn't she? She proper loves it.
It's
She loves
Boston,
Bab.
ain't you, Bab?
Boston. Right.
Sham proper
Phrase
loves
one.
it.
Phrase one. I'll give you a bloody cogwinder in a minute.
I'll give you a bloody cog winder in a minute. I'll give Yam a bloody cog winder in a minute.
No, not cogwinder.
Cog.
Cogwinder.
I'll give Yam a bloody cog winder in a minute.
Okay, what does it mean?
It's like winding up a cog.
No. Couldn't be farther from the truth.
Is it a slap around the face?
Ooh, yeah, it's the threat of a good hiding.
Oh, okay. Cog winder.
I'll give you a bloody cogwinder in a minute. Right.
I guess like in the same way,
Supposed to
like
wind it up.
Is it like
Yeah.
I was gonna say, is it like Henry Cavill when he like builds his and then punches it?
Yeah. Right.
Go on, Mike. Hold on.
Go on,
Mike.
so what? My mum used to say, "Yo, save your us, and your us will save you."
Yeah. Yo, save your Ross and your Ross
Is
will
that
save
an
you.
actual? I thought it was.
I have heard that before.
Yeah.
There's also get out the Osses Road.
Get out the office.
Emma Pursehouse does a poem in the voice of the canal, which of course we call the cut.
Yeah.
Good.
And the two lines.
Dog the canal.
The two lines.
Yeah, but stop trying right to my face. It's really rude.
It's a bit better than that, Adam. She's the poet laureate of Wolverhampton. What are you the poet laureate of?
Yeah,
Fucking
Adam.
drummers.
Fuck
That's
off.
who.
Stop
Now we got Mick Fleetwood.
But there's two
I've got
lines.
ducks on my head just chilling. Don't know how to buy.
Right.
Fuck off.
I've gotta
I hate
say,
you.
when-
Fuck off. Carry on.
I mean, I gotta say, like, I didn't know that that's what the cut meant. I just assumed that you would one day tell me, and I would just keep agreeing. So now I know that it means canal.
Yeah. The cut is the canal.
So if you
It's
been taking the wammel down the
cut
cut,
out of the.
Taking the wammel down the cut.
if you're taking the wammel down the cut, what you doing?
Is that one of those words for like entry
No.
ways, like jitty?
Back in a bit and taking the wammel down the cut.
Wammel.
It's from the Old English. That'll help you.
Wow. It's not helping me.
Really?
I'm surprised.
It's based on the
like, wait,
Welsh
like-
word.
Is it like child?
No.
Ooh.
Like me? She's turned the weight against us.
Taking the wammel down
Wammel.
the cut.
I don't. A wammel.
I feel like we should never say that.
It's like a wheel.
I'm enjoying
No,
it.
no,
No,
go
I'm
on.
not going to wheel down the cut.
No,
What?
go on. Put her out of her
Why would you
misery.
take it to a canal? Is it?
It's a good walk, isn't
The
it?
key is in the end of the word.
It's a good walk.
No.
Walk? Walk with a wamble?
It's a good walk with a wamble.
Mull. Animal.
Yes.
Is it?
Yes.
Is it?
Like
Is
in
it
the
a pet?
dog. Yeah.
Oh my god!
See, this is what happens when you pick apart English. Right.
I fucking love it.
There are 2 versions to this phrase, so I'm going to do one and then I'll tell you the second one. So,
Okay.
right. First version.
Yeah.
This I getting the baby a new bonnet.
This ain't getting the baby a new bonnet.
And the other version is this I going to feed the baby.
This ain't gonna. Okay, I think there's a version of this in Leicester slang, but I think it's like
This one's quite. I think compared to the last one, this one's a lot easier to pick apart.
Yeah.
Okay, what's babby?
Baby.
No,
Yes.
babby.
Babby. What's whammel?
Whammel.
Whammel. I'm just going to start shouting
Whammel.
black country words at you to try and fit in. Whammel.
Because that's what we do. If you go into like a black country boozer, it's just people going whammel.
We're going to do when COVID's gone.
Oh yeah. Well,
Yeah, this sounds like 1960s BBC trying to make their like BBC broadcasting more regional. Just getting someone who speaks Queen's English to occasionally say some black country words. And today on the news,
Cut.
the Baggies played football. Whammel. And some babbies did blether. It just sounds.
So, Hannah,
Okay.
what do I mean? If
Right,
I'm
so
saying
I think we have.
this
I
I
think
get the baby a bonnet.
this isn't buying the baby a new bonnet.
Yes.
I think
So
we
what's the
have a
phrase?
version of that in Leicester, so I think it's like, oh, you know, this isn't going to earn me any money. I'd better get back to work.
So, it's sort of. It's like this
Like-
ain't going to get the job done.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll give you that one. Right.
Yeah.
Next one.
yeah.
Put wood in the owl.
I will not, madam.
Can you say that in your sexy voice, please?
Put wood in my hole.
Not in my hole.
Yeah.
Right,
in the owl.
No.
put wood in
I
the
thought you
oven.
said would it be old?
No, wood in me hole, not me hole.
That's bad enough. That's bad enough.
Put wood in the owl.
No. Guys, Pete, put wood in the hole.
You might say that. At 1448 next year, you might go, "Oi, Dave Pitt, put wood in the hole."
Hang on, turn your camera slightly to the side, Dave.
Which way?
Yeah, I do need to put the wood in the owl.
Yeah.
No, wood's in the hole.
Oh, it's
Were you
wood in
born in
the
a
owl.
barn?
It's just been the
Does it
angle.
mean shut the door?
Oh, I
It
see.
does mean shut the door.
Put the
That's
wood in the hole.
fucking brilliant.
Yes, isn't it?
Isn't it?
Oh,
Why? Oh, right.
wood in
Okay.
the
I was
owl.
trying to figure out why
Oh my
Dave would need to
God.
shout that at 1448.
Yeah.
yeah, be like, Dave,
wood in
put
the
the
hole.
wood in the hole. You know that I'm definitely screaming that at you. I'm usually so tired and delirious that I'll just be like, Dave, Pitt, put the wood in the hole.
Right. It I half black over Bill's mother's.
Right, we've got this one as
Oh,
well.
that's a
Looking a bit black
yeah.
over
That's a
Bill's
West
mum.
Coast. That's
Yeah.
Over Bill's
So it means
mum?
the sky looks like it's going to rain
Yeah.
over there.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well done.
I bet you.
Okay.
Or
I bet you
Bill's
spelled-
mum's going a washing in. That's what we say. Oh, Bill's mum going a washing in.
I bet you spell mom wrong and all, don't you?
Mam. We say mam.
With the
Yeah,
lip,
we spell-
oh.
yeah,
I've
probably
got
not this horrible American.
no time for it at all.
Well
Yeah.
How
said,
do you
Mike.
spell it?
Surely
MOM.
writing the O takes more time than
M-U-M.
writing the U because you've got to do a
I
whole
know, but
circle
like-
as opposed to the U being most of the circle.
Slightly.
I always do.
I know
Mum.
it is
M-O-M.
MUM, but it's MOM round here, eh?
M-O-M.
I think I changed it to
So the-
M-U-M because iPhone didn't know who that was. So I'd be like, ring mum. And they'd be like, we don't have mum in your phone. I
No.
was like, yes, you do. Like, so I had to change to mum. And then I was like, ring mum. And they were like, absolutely. So,
Prejudice, that's what that is.
I mean, I've noticed that during this conversation, Mikey's got really Black Country. Like, Mikey's actually
Everyone
gone
is just getting about
stronger and
50%
stronger.
more Black Country. So,
are you ready for the last
Oh
one?
no,
I'm so ready.
Go on, Mike.
I know which way. I know which side my bread's buttered.
There's
the
one.
black-
I tell you that.
Yes.
I know which side my bread's
I hope
buttered.
so, really.
Right.
I'm ready.
It's your accent. Stop.
I know.
So
I'm
good.
sorry. I'm so sorry to the people of the Black Country. I don't know. Right.
Are you sorry to the people of the Black Country because they have to live in the Black Country?
No, Black Country.
Adam.
It is great.
Fuck you.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm
It's
one of
fine.
these
On
people
average,
now.
I've lived there.
Them bay windows,
You
bay
live,
bay.
no, you live in a place called Hugglescote, which is that has the name so opposite to any place in the Black Country.
Yeah. There's nothing there though. It's not like.
Hugglescote could be a chapter in a Beatrix Potter.
Okay, yeah, but
Down in the dingly den of Hugglescote.
yeah,
Or
but I'm
like-
actually
or
in
like-
Colville, which was just some coal, and then the Thatcher came, and now it's just a bill.
Fucking
You live in-
Thatcher.
It
Ville.
would be a condiment that Beatrix Potter would eat, or Enid Blyton. Lashings of Huddlescote.
Nah, it's not
It sounds a
racist
bit like
enough
where
for you,
I call
Blyton.
somebody or
Although,
other.
Yeah, it's not racist.
That's true. Yeah.
When Thatcher died,
Like,
someone put on Twitter one of the best tweets ever, which was, "I would dance up and down on her grave, but since she stole all the milk when I was a kid, my bones are weak and fragile."
remember when she took the heroin off? Do you remember when she took all the heroin out of schools and we called her Thatcher heroin snatcher? It was just ridiculous. Just the worst
I got
bit.
into an actual fight in a pub in Colville with somebody about Thatcher before. It was amazing.
Was it because no one
was-
liked the fact she kept saying she was wonderful?
Yeah, and he was like, "Oh, well, I voted for her," and
She admitted it. Finally admitted it.
oh no, wait, I didn't hear what you said.
Clip it!
It really shorts and stops the second after she says yes.
After all this time, we finally got it on camera on the internet.
The ghost of Nye
That's what
Bevan
the
is
man was
coming
saying,
for
and
you.
I had to leave because me and my sister-in-law were gonna get into a fight.
Before
Nye
we...
Bevan
Get
is
over who
ashamed of
loves
you.
Thatcher more.
Oh, you've got one more, haven't you, Steph?
I have got one more.
One more. Go on.
Them's bye windows, bye bye.
Right, you need to stop your rivering and overing and just get on with it.
Can you
Do
repeat
the
that,
accent
please?
again.
You need to stop
Right.
your ivering and your overing and get on with it.
Yeah.
Rivering and
Ivering and overing.
Ivering.
Ivering and
Yeah.
Ivering
overing.
and overing. Yeah.
and overing.
And
Ivering.
get on with it.
Yeah, I need to stop your rivering and overing and get on with it.
Yes.
Ivering and overing.
Ivering.
Yeah, I need to stop your rivering and overing. You need to stop your.
This sounds like a conversation someone's having in an old folks' home. Just
You remember your
Yeah.
Auntie Sandra, don't you? No.
Tell you the funniest conversation I've ever had in old people's home once you've worked this out.
Does it mean like dithering?
Yeah.
Like
Basically, yeah.
dillying and dallying.
Yeah.
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 Basically.
Dillying
stop,
and dallying.
stop fucking about.
Dillying and dallying.
Get on with it. Why am I doing the
Stop
accent?
fucking about and do
Dillying
it.
and dallying and continue with what you were doing.
Basically.
Complete your intended task. Yes.
Steph, what was this story from the old folks' home?
Oh, so when my nana was in a old people's home, like, which is very, very sad, but there was a little old man there who used to come and find me anytime I went to go and see my nan, and he just used to stand there and look at me, and then he'd walk away. Well, and I'd be like, cool. And then one day he came up to me, and he just went and walked away, and I was like, oh God, I'm going to die.
Oh my God.
What's going on? Well, the nurse stood behind him. What was best was he did it, and then he walked away a little bit, and then turned around and went again. And I was like, oh my God. So, like, the nurse behind him had obviously seen my visible, like, terror.
Distress, and
went, it's okay, we've just given him a shave and he keeps saying that we're trying to kill him. And I was like, okay, but why does he have to tell me? Like, shall we take Nan into the little room out the back? Run away! Yeah.
Also, how could I tell this person that I fear for my life and get them on side without terrifying them? I know.
The internationally recognised symbol for "I'm going to murder you." That'll do it.
I also.
So.
Go on.
That doesn't explain why the weeks prior to that you just stared at your lot.
I think he was trying to communicate through like blinking. They're trying to kill me, and I haven't got it. So he was like, I'm going to have to step up.
Are you saying...
He's like, well, she clearly doesn't know Morse code, so... Kids today, go!
I also had an incident where my nan absolutely made me cack my pants because, like, for a long time, she'd started seeing things that weren't there, which was always hilarious. Once she could see just numbers on the floor, and someone went, oh, as a joke, and next week's lottery numbers on there. She went, well, there's a 2, a 7, and we were all like, okay. But on this particular occasion, we've been to visit her in hospital, and you know, like when you're in the hospitals, when you're allowed to go, there's the bed, and then there's like normally an armchair, and then there's like a little stool at the end for the people who aren't important enough for the chair.
Yeah,
that's where I sat. So I was sat on the stool. She was talking, and then all of a sudden she was talking. I can't even remember what she was talking about. It was really mundane. And then she went, "Stop what you're doing." And I was like, "Yeah." She went, "Don't move. Like, don't move at all." I was like, "Okay." She went, "Now turn really slowly around, but don't make any sudden movements." So me, being an absolute idiot, went, okay. Like turn really slowly around. I was like, Nan, there's nothing there. She was like, no. Can you see the mice? I was like, no. What it was, where her bed was, there was a little window, and you could see just the tops of nurses' heads walking past it. And so the bobbles in people's hair, she genuinely thought were mice. She also yelled at a nurse once, like at night, because they were shutting the doors to the ward, and the cats wouldn't get back in.
Oh my God!
Yeah,
they're amazing, aren't they?
She is brilliant.
A mate of mine was in hospital for quite a while, and she had to have morphine. And it's amazing. I can always tell now whenever she's back in hospital and has to have morphine, because I'll get messages asking why there's lots of chickens scurrying around her hospital bed. Because whenever she has on morphine, she can hear and sees chickens, and she's like, "I don't want the chickens in here, Adam. They're not hygienic."
Oh God!
I love it.
When I was like, I mean, I'd have been at primary school. I was not very old. My nan sort of like started getting dementia, and she started seeing things and hallucinating, and she actually was having a conversation with the small child she could see next to the fireplace.
My nan used to do that all the time.
But the thing is, no one goes, okay, her brain's starting to pack up. This is what happens. Everyone goes, she can see a ghost. It's like, no. And I was, I mean, in my defence, I was at fucking primary school, so I'm like,
oh, no, I was in my mid-20s.
There's a ghost. There's a ghost. And it's like, why the fuck do we do that? When people at home, obviously their brain is going, they're having hallucinations. We think, no, it's us who can't see the other dimension. That's what it is.
I mean, go on, Mike.
When my nan was in her care home, she had a singer coming, like, you know, when they sort of do the rounds, and we're all sat there, and like all these people are in this sort of like main room, and this singer starts singing, "Michael, row the boat ashore." So of course, that's my nan's cue to go, oh, to tell everyone that this is my song. Everyone in your grandson.
You've got a song about it.
They're like gently rowing.
And over in the other corner, there's another old person going, well, meet my granddaughter, Eleanor Rigby.
Some of the funniest times of my life I've spent on dementia wards, and that sounds terrible, but like my nan was quite the escape artist at one point. Like because they stick them, like they have like tracker bands on them so they know where they are. My nan had worked out a way to slip it off, hide it in a cupboard, and then sneak out in crowds. So she was constantly being brought back by hospital porters going, oh my God. We think this one belongs to you.
Is this one of yours?
Yes. And like, so she was doing it. But she always used to kick off at night when we left because she was like, why are you leaving me here? And like, obviously that's really, really sad. But the one night she was proper kicking off. Like, I can't believe you're leaving me here. What are you doing? Well, this woman appeared out of like a private bay in just a t-shirt. And I mean just a t-shirt. And my nan stopped dead in her tracks, looked at her, looked back at us and went, you're leaving me with that? and then jumped off. And I was like, run quickly. Run away from Nanny and the naked lady.
I love the fact.
The thing is, it's worth remembering though, for the most part, the people with dementia are having a lovely time.
They are. It's also why STDs are rife in care homes because no one can remember who's married to who. That is a true fact.
Yeah.
It's a truth. They're always ending up in each other's beds.
There's an uncomfortable amount of sex in care homes.
My daughter, my eldest daughter who was working in care home says, she says the one care home they had a married couple and they had them in separate rooms, and they weren't supposed to like go in each other's rooms. And she says all the nurses were like, it's not very fair. So she said like they'd obviously go into each other's room, shut the door, and we'd all know, give them 20 minutes. You know what I mean? But it's terrible. I mean, it's not that they're in jail. They're a married couple in a care home.
Like,
yeah.
They're also not
well,
in a brothel.
They should be.
But yeah.
But I also,
STDs.
when I was at college, there was a student I was with who used to also go mushroom picking. Adam, yeah?
Different mushrooms to
Different mushrooms to you, or maybe not.
I actually went mushroom picking, and I picked 4 mushrooms.
Aww.
Oh.
That wholesome hobby.
They won't get you off your tits.
Tiny violin.
He was standing.
Nice day.
He was standing.
Drizzle.
He was standing looking at me in the corridor, and this absolute look of horror came over his face, and he just went, "Turn around really slowly, like your nan did in hospital. Turn around really slowly. Is there a clown standing behind you?" And I went,
I hope not.
"Yeah." And he went, "Oh, thank fuck for that." Thought I was having a flashback. No, there was a guy in a clown outfit standing behind me.
It was actually
Oh God, this is how horror films start.
It's like,
And
there is. Yeah.
a mate of mine had like she used to go through like quite big schizophrenic like moments, but they were always really short. But she was like, I was sat down with her once. We were watching something on YouTube, and she went, "Adam, can I just check with you? You're the real Adam right now, aren't you?" And I just have that is not a statement you want to hear. Is you're the real one, right? And I was like, yeah, I think so. She went, oh, good, because there's like 12 of you in this room. I just wanted to make sure I was with the right one, because otherwise this would be really awkward. I was like, okie dokie, okay. So what I had to do is, because it happened quite a lot when I was like, okay, that's fine. Where are the other ones? And I'll just walk through them, spinning my arms so you can see that I'm the real one. So she's like, yeah, just be careful though, because some of them look really angry. Okay, I'm just going to walk through your angry ghosts of me. That's not a problem.
Wow.
That's mad.
There was an episode.
Just seeing the look on her face of like, okay, you're fine, that's fine. Okay, did one try and stab me? One tried to stab you. Okay, this is fine. That's fine. Completely fine.
There was an episode of The Moth, which is a storytelling podcast for those that don't
I
know.
like them. Yeah.
Oh, love it.
And this woman was married to this bloke, and they were both actors, and they're trained together, you know, come up through drama school and whatever. And her mum went down with dementia, and her mum was at the start of this treatment, which they do more now, which is basically you don't disagree with people who've got dementia. So when they say, when's my wife coming round, and their wife's been dead for 30 years, you don't say she's dead, because they've then got to go through. You just go, she'll be round in a bit. Yeah.
And just let them,
And she said, basically, it's what we've been doing in improv for years, because you go into their world.
Oh, yeah, yes, and.
Yeah. And she said, the problem was, my husband was always better at it than I was. So when her mom then started going off on these flights of fancy, and he was like, oh, and he's in there, in that world with her, and he's doing it better than her daughter. She then starts saying to her daughter, oh, I really like it. I want him to come round again. Not realising it's her daughter. And she's like, it's kind of like she loves him more than me.
Yeah.
Because
it's
my nan called, was my nan, the only person she ever remembered was my dad. And that's not her son. But then always nicknamed him Samson, and we never knew why. Oh, here's that. It's like he used to walk through the door, and she'd go, "Oh, here's our Samson," and everyone go,
"Yeah,
what?"
Yeah."
Yeah, but yeah, my
holding up pillars at the
all
time.
the way through her dementia, used to yell at my granddad for eating all the biscuits, and my granddad died in 1999. So I was like, "This is incredible. The ghosts have learned a new trick."
Wow,
it was mad.
We're nearly done. One thing I want to do. Go on, Mike.
What we've established is that people are beautiful, and minds and brains are wondrous things.
Aren't they just?
And we should cherish them.
I think we should honour that beauty by we should honour the beauty of the mind that we've learnt tonight. We should honour the beauty we discovered by having Hannah read out some more not sexy things in a sexy voice to end.
Okay. What do you want? Your cyclist manual?
I think that's a. It's not a cyclist manual, but it does contain the word pump, so it's fair.
I only glanced at it and I just saw the word pump, and I was like, okay, cool.
H has just put, well, I didn't think anyone expected this to end on a wholesome note.
I know. How did you manage that?
It's going to be something about a attractive cavern coming up.
Okay, what should I do? Shall I do the cyclist one?
A moist garden.
Sure.
Or
It's Mikey's favourite word.
Okay.
Garden.
Moist.
Still not recovered from claggy gusset.
Claggy gusset.
Oh, claggy gusset.
Okay.
All those weeks.
Claggy gusset.
Feels like so long ago.
Hannah,
Claggy
say claggy gusset in your sexy voice.
Claggy gusset.
I'm not sure what to do. now.
Clean your trousers, sir.
Question your life choices. That's what I'm doing. Right.
Never.
Nearly every cyclist carries a weapon on his machine, which, under many circumstances, he may use with great effect. A strong, long, heavy metal pump offers as convenient a weapon as one could desire. Let the rider who is threatened by a footpad flourish his pump in his assailant's face, and he will be surprised how quickly and precipitously the assailant jumps back. A formidable blow could be delivered in a man's face with a heavy pump. Especially when riding at speed. If the pump is carried in spring clips attached to the top bar of the machine, or in the case of a lady's machine, to the handlebars, it is ready to hand in case of emergency and may be detached in a moment.
Oh, wow.
That is stunning.
Welcome.
Oh, dear me.
Pump.
I very much enjoyed the pronunciation of the word cyclist at the very beginning. There's not the prolonged sort of on the second syllable was really on point, as the kids say.
Weapon.
What was that line with the word flourishing?
Let the rider who is threatened by a footpad flourish his pump in the assailant's face. And he will be surprised how quickly and precipitously the assailant jumps back.
Flourishing your pump in an assailant's face.
We've all been there.
We have, haven't we?
I've just found something for you to read, Hannah, really quickly. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna send it you over the chat.
Let's not look at what it is. Let's.
Okay.
No, I'm not. I daren't for fear of going to hell.
I think we're all going to the bad place after this.
I'm not going to the bad place because I'm good.
Okay.
Jesus told me in a dream.
Were you on morphine at the time?
No, I was just hammered.
Oh my god! It's so long.
You don't have to do the whole thing. Just
Just clip that. Clip that. It's so long. You don't have to do the whole thing.
So long.
I thought I know what we'll need before we all leave.
Okay, this is tied in with last week. I'll skip the first bit and I'll just go into the main bit.
Bet you will.
We're going to get funky. Funky.
No, I know what this is already.
Everybody clap your hands. Clap, 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 clap your hands. Clap, 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 clap your hands. All right, now we're going to do the basic step. To the left, Take it back now, y'all. One hop this time. Right foot, let's stomp. Left foot, let's stomp. Cha-cha real smooth.
Radio 4 does Wu-Tang Clan.
Turn it out. To the left. Take it back now, y'all. One hop this time. Right foot, let's stomp. Left foot, let's stomp. Cha-cha now, y'all. Now it's time to get funky.
I mean, it goes on.
I really want you to do WAP now.
Ladies and gentlemen, Hannah Platts.
You've been amazing.
Oh, you've earned your pay tonight. Unfortunately, we're not getting paid.
Unless people donate to Ko-fi.
Unless people donate to Ko-fi. Ko-fi.com/.
Oh, what a segue.
That was brilliant. Well done, Hannah. You were under pressure and you sort. Oh, that one, I'm carrying on with the sex talk. Next week we're doing a normal smoke room, aren't we? We've got stories. Has everyone got a story?
Oh shit!
I aim to think of one at least 5 minutes before. Not like I did last week.
I need to find my big list of stories.
I mean, the plan was always to do these once a month, and then since lockdown, we've done it once a week. So we all need to get out and live a life. So we've got some stories to talk about.
Well, we're not allowed to anymore because now we're in tier 2.
Where's Leicester? Leicester in tier 2.
Join the club. We've been in that for 108 days.
Well, you know what? You should have
stayed alert. Shouldn't
Been
you?
in a Tory should have been in a Tory constituency then, like the ones in fucking Essex. Pricks. I'm so pissed off at it. Like, it's not even like haha funny. No, just like Rishi Sunak's constituency's got a higher level than we do here, but they're fine because they've got a Tory. Maybe I know, right? I know, right? I want to hug people.
People who are watching this, can I just say, Steph Loftus, you fucking destroyed me earlier today with your comment in the group chat, which was I can see my parents as long as I whisper the magic words backwards to the Elf King on a full moon. But fox hunting is a fucking free for all. Fucking Tory bastards.
I don't get it. I can't see like elderly people, but I can take them on a ride at Alton Towers. I don't get it.
I'm starting to believe.
I don't know where
I'm starting to believe.
My bit of paper with all my stories is somewhere.
This idea of promoting people based on the vagina they fell out of is a really bad idea, and we need to start promoting people based on whether they can do the job or not.
Yeah.
Not on what school they went to or what parents they've got.
I don't mean to end this
in this country. Go on, Mikey.
I don't mean to end this on a dour note, but since we've gone there, I still can't believe how is it possible that cabinet ministers are not experts in their field. I mean, I know it's been happening for centuries, but it's surely now.
Surely now,
if you're like,
you'd want to get someone in who knew what the fuck they were doing.
Yeah.
It's because in this country, unlike in places like Japan, you're expected to be promoted and to the point where you can no longer do the job. So you can be really, really good at something, and then you're like expected to become the manager. And if you be good at that manager, you're expected to go up, and you keep being promoted until you're not good enough to be promoted anymore. So you're promoted into, well, there's a proper word for it. You're literally promoted until you're shit, and then you're fired. Whereas in Japan, you work if you work in a place for a long time and you're proven to be good at it. They just pay you more.
Hannah, I think your cable's falling out your microphone. Yeah, it has.
I wondered why it was relaxing. Oh.
Anyway. Clip that, please.
Yeah, because we don't know what Hannah said, but we know it was said with
Venom.
Venom.
Same time, same back channel next Tuesday, 7:30.
Am I back?
Yes, you're back.
Yay!
Ladies and gentlemen, that's
going now,
yet
then.
again a big round of applause for Hannah Platts, who was awesome. And we'll see you all next week. Say bye to the YouTubes, everybody. Bye, YouTubes.
Bye, YouTube.
Bye to the YouTubes, everybody.